South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gators offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Running inside. It's Pryor. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Gators line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's McAllister.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
There's a crease. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy one. Inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sellers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking for a gap, it's Fuller. And he never had a chance. stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Slips through the line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense.
Makes the grab in their space, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Might be looking to run. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Trying to breaks into the open. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run, pick up the 1st down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside. And the offense is threatening.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Ran through the contact. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. In there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He might want another play. Jones to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards. return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Give to the back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Running inside. It's ball. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Wilson open on the right side. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Pryor. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right?
And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score. On their early drives, and they are talking about noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Sellers through the noise. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Drills him with a stiff arm. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The option, the keeper. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
On the run, it's Pryor. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Jones wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 4 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Seminoles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Here's a little room there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What can you say about this guy on this drive? There's zero mystery. They just keep turning around, and they keep handing it off. He's stacking up the yards on this drive alone, and at this point, the defense knows.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keeps it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Taking it the other way. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Jones wants to throw it. Got it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gives it on the option. Just steamrolling the defense. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much. First down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Reads it and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Oh, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when he's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the 1st down. Get it farther. Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
But they did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. Might have a chance. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. So the final period starts with a second down play. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. The run inside. It's McAllister. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
A fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Montgomery. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Pitches it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Tries it on the sneak. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Complete. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. The run inside. It's McAllister. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Sellers. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Stopped after a game.